Hey, Margaret here from gardenmanager.com, and today I'm here to share my top 3 tricks for growing fresh food at home easily and sustainably. My number 1 is definitely adjusting your soil pH using things you already have in your kitchen. You don't need to go out and buy those big expensive packs of chemicals. They work, but they're not necessary. So I'd love to encourage you to try using vinegar and baking soda. So for example, let's say you need to lower your pH or otherwise make it more acidic. A simple trick for that is just 2 tablespoons of vinegar mixed in a big gallon of water. Water your plants with that and just let it rest for a day. Test your soil the next day and see if it still needs adjusting and go from there. The trick is to go slow. You don't want to shock your plants either, so a little goes a long way. The other side of that spectrum is raising your pH, otherwise known as making it more alkaline. So a nice trick for that is 1 tablespoon of baking soda in a big gallon of water. Same idea. Water your plants, let it rest, test the next day, and adjust it from there. Another thing I like to do is actually if you're rinsing, let's say you're having rice for dinner. When you're rinsing off your starches, those starches are actually quite good for your garden. So don't waste the water, just repurpose it and water your plants. It's a win-win for everybody. You don't get to waste the water, or you don't have to waste the water. Great for the environment, great for the garden, and ultimately great for your dinner plate once it grows. The next thing I'd love to talk to you about is getting creative with that dinner plate. So one of the things that I always try and encourage people to do is use as much of a vegetable as possible, and a lot of the things that people think are scraps are actually delicious. So the next time you're chopping up some carrots, rather than throwing those carrot tops away, why not make a pesto? Carrot top pesto is delicious, and I think if you try it once, you won't be wasting those anymore. Same idea if you're already growing food at home. Keep in mind that so much of what you're growing is edible. When you're growing Brussels sprouts, the Brussels, yes, are amazing, and the leaves that go around it, think of those as big cabbage leaves. Very edible, and the stalk that the Brussels are growing on, also edible. Just take a peeler, peel off the skin around the outside, slice it up. They make great little chips for hummus, or you can cook them up kind of like you would a broccoli stem. Same idea with pretty much everything that you grow. There's very little that needs to be thrown away. You just have to get a little creative. And the third thing I'd like to talk about is the idea of using what we already have in our home. You'll see a theme here, right? And reusing it to grow food in, but also to regrow food from. So for example, let's say you're cooking up some soup. Why not just turn that into a little planter? There's no need to buy those little plastic ones at the store if you don't have to. Anything that can hold soil, you can drill a couple drainage holes into, make a fantastic little planter. And for labels, this is I think just an old envelope that I chopped up, or gosh, we've been eating a lot of ice cream around the house lately, so turn some of those into some garden tags, and they work wonderfully. Nothing needed to be wasted, nothing needed to be purchased. So you just have to get a little creative sometimes. And the same thing goes with the food that you're growing or that you're consuming. Something I get asked often. I'd say probably like once a week, somebody's asking, can you really regrow lettuce from lettuce? And the answer is yes. Actually, when I found out that I was going to do this video for you guys, I was super excited, so I wanted to start one for you. This is about 2 weeks old. And all you want to do is leave about 2 inches of the root portion of your lettuce at the bottom, put it in some water, leave it by a sunny window, and let it do its thing. Change the water every 2 or 3 days, I'd say. And suddenly what would have just ended up on the compost is actually just going to end up in a salad tonight. So it's a nice little handy way to reuse what you have to get something new without wasting anything. Very little effort, very little time even if you think about it, and you get a lot of it. Actually, it's fun too, but it's a great little reward. Same idea with onions. I have been regrowing the same onions since I think it was like November, and I've harvested them probably about 4 or 5 times since then. All you have to do is when you buy some onions at the store, put them into a nice glass of water and leave them out by a sunny window. The green portion is for you. Just chop it as you need it and enjoy it. The white portion is for the plant. It needs a little something to work with, so leave that in water. After, I'd say probably about a month, you're going to start getting some gnarly little roots at the bottom, just scraggly, going all over the place. that's okay. That's actually a really good thing. Personally, what I like to do is when you start to get roots, plant them into a little flower pot and treat them like you would any other houseplant. They'll continue to regrow. Keep enjoying the green, water it regularly, and you should have fresh onions for a good 4 or 5 months. What'll happen is the green portion will just get a little thinner, and that's okay. You're still getting a half a year of onions from the same batch with very little effort and very little time. Just water and a little soil. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully you have found something that we chatted about today useful, and you'll give it a shot. I'd love to hear how it goes, and if you have questions, please let me know. Otherwise, happy gardening and have a great day. Thanks.